We are going to solve problems using proportional relationships. So our big goal is to make sure that we can understand that we can create two ratios, set them equal to solve if they are proportional to each other. So examples, Sam raked 3 bags of leaves in 16 minutes. If he continues to work at the same rate, so that's assuming that he is working at the same rate, that will make it proportional. If it's not at the same rate, it's not going to be proportional, which is why it ties in to unit rate. Makes sense? So they're all kind of interrelated. If he continues to work at that same rate, about how long will it take him to rake 5 bags? So that means we are doing bags and minutes. So let's get so that I can write for us. So that means I'm going to put bags per minute, right? Or minutes per bag. Maybe I'll do that. Minutes per bag. So this is minutes per bag. Now I could, either way, it'll both work. If I put bags on the top, then bag stays across the top. If I choose minutes to put on the bottom, then you put minutes on the bottom. As long as they stay the same, and we've talked about this, then we're good to go. So I'm going to put 16 on the top, and I'm clicking in the box and typing. I'm going to put 3 in the bottom, and then it tells me how long will it take him to rake 5 bags. So I have to think, where does the bags go? Well, I've determined that bags are going to be on the bottom, so I'm going to put 5 there, and we do not know how long it takes, so I'm going to put the X there. Okay, now, this is when we cross multiply and we begin to solve. So I'm going to cross multiply. 3 times X equals 16 times 5. Probably going to run out of room. 16 times 5. I don't want to bother with a calculator up there, so I'm going to do 16 times 5 here because I think it's faster. Well, if I turn the calculator on, it is. 16 times 5 is 80. So 80 equals 3x. Now we have to divide both sides by 3. You're probably writing this on your paper or on your desk or on your dry erase or whatever you're doing, but you're writing this somewhere. So I'm going to do 80 divided by 3. It is 26 and 1 or 2/3 or 26.666666. Oh, it wants me to type the work. Well, maybe next time I'll type the work. Yeah, so basically I'm supposed to type over here. The cross multiplication, I would do 3x equals 16. This means times 5. I press equal. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. To insert a division sign, it's insert. You should have something. Wait, my face. Go back over here. Well, let's see if I can make my space smaller. Sorry. Technical difficulties. So then I'm going to insert. You need a special character. Type in divide, and you'll get, maybe it's div. There I go. Div. I got this little division sign. I'll put divide by 3. Oh, come back over here. 3. And then you're going to divide by 3 again. So divide by 3. See how I'm dividing both sides by 3? And I know that it's complicated to type. When you're using the programs for testing purposes, they make this much easier to find. But Google is not supposed to be a math typing program, so therefore it's a little bit more difficult. But again, insert special characters, type DIV, and you'll find your little division sign. When you click it, it pops it in there. So that's how you do that. So then I'm left with x equals 80 divided by 3 we came up with was 26 and 2/3. Or 26.666. You could do 26.66666. That's the answers. Okay, So I know that we're learning several things. We're not just learning math, we're also learning how to type math in a Word or in a Google Doc. So that's a little bit more difficult. But we're going to continue on. Amy earns $25 after babysitting for 3 hours. If she always charges the same rate, so same rate, that tells me it's proportional, how much will she make after working for 7 hours? So I'm going to choose to put money on top this time. So 25 and 3. Okay, so if I put 25 and 3, the 7 will go with the hours, and then I have an unknown over here. So to cross multiply, 3x equals 25 times 7, 25. Shift 8 is what creates that little star. That's times 7. So 3x equals 25 times 7. Going to use my calculator again. 25 times 7. Nope, so 25 times 7. It's 175. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I'm pressing enter. Insert special characters. DIB. I've got it. Divide by 3. I've got to go back over here. 3. Now I'm clicking the button again. Click. Click. 3. See how I'm doing it to both sides? Press enter. You can close this to get out of your way. So I'm left with x on this side equals 175 divided by 3. Calculator. Divided by 3 equals 58.33333. 58.333, which is 58 and 1/3. So I'll make that a little bigger so we can read it. There's that answer. But what I want you to recognize is that this is a whole lot simpler than, okay, 25 divided by 3, and now multiply by 7. But it's doing the same steps that we've been doing. If you'd notice, I'm multiplying it, and then I end up dividing it. So I'm still doing the same amount of steps. It's just a little bit more organized. So we're going to do the same thing. Let's see how long I've taken. We'll do the last two independently. I want you guys to try those on your own and then utilize the video or the small group in order to make sure that you are successful in setting these up and solving.